I need to bring this up, I think, because Dr. Simon initiated this tonight, Tom, and it was sort of a blanket indictment of media, and it wasn't appreciated, and I'll tell you why. This has been going on for 9 days now.
9 days, not 9 weeks.
Well, it seems like 9 weeks to you.
To you. You made it that way.
I'm not sure who's got the longer duration here. But, Tom, this can't be covered in a vacuum. And I appreciate what Dr. Simon was saying about some of the recklessness. But if there was recklessness, then it needs to be delineated in the specific people and the specific offenders, not a blanket indictment here of media, because we took this responsibility very seriously, and we were doing it sans any comments from Michigan State University. That makes for a very difficult row to hoe.
Okay.
I hope that's understood. Now, cut to the chase, please, on LeBron James, if you can, Tom, and I know that
wait, let's answer that question first.
Okay, please.
Let's go to that question first. Number one, you haven't been up here very often.
I've been
over the last 3 years, because you have other duties.
I've been in the state for 58 years.
No, up here. You haven't been in my building. You haven't been with me. I have great respect for you, but you have not been up here covering Michigan State basketball very often in the last 4 or 5 years that I know of.
That would be correct.
Okay, so if you would have been, the media that covers me a lot, I had a big dinner for them. And I told them that things are changing in the media. You know, the bloggers drive us all nuts, drive you nuts. The people throw things on the wall, and it can affect my family. My kid comes home crying, and there's no truth to any of it. And so I did something this year with Kalen Lucas that is well known, and I can't get into the people because it's unfair, because since then I think I've rectified that with the person that I was involved with, and probably have a better relationship with him now than I used to have. But I was told that I say too much to the media, that I'm too honest, that I'm too upfront. Some of your compadres in here have told me, don't be so honest. Don't tell them too much. Don't do that. I think you got to give me a credit, the ones that were in that room. I did a hell of a job of not saying one word. I took, not to blanket you, because I think you're right, I can pick apart the people in this room. I did not appreciate your column. I did not appreciate you saying the Michigan State fans are sick of it and had it with me.
I didn't say that.
Well, how did you say it?
Well, I said it quite differently from that.
Okay, tell me what you said.
I said that if your heart had been somehow compromised by this particular overture from the Cleveland Cavaliers, then you probably owed it to yourself and to Michigan State to move on.
But I've gone so far that I can't come back. Is that right?
I said there was a part of it that would be irretrievable.
Well, so I think you know, you gave fancy words. I just give you P words. You didn't come back. You can't come back, Tom. And I was offended, Lynn, that you would say that, because I think you've been a friend. I have great respect for your writing, but you never even knew what was going on. Try. You know how you couldn't get any information out of me? That was because the group of people decided that that was best for me. And I asked, how can I do a better job for the media? Because it's out of control. I've got people that call me at 1 or 2 in the morning and say to me, I had to check on it because it was in the Red Cedar. And these are real reporters with class and dignity. And I said, you're reading that? You're going by that? I mean, if you would like after this to give me your opinion on how I could do my job better to help you, Tom, I think I've proven over 15 years I've been as media friendly and available as any coach.
And you have.
In the country. So I was offended by that, Lynn, and you gave a bunch of fancy words. The bottom line is it went too far.
Tom, I had 9 days where this thing was going on, and I understand that there was an awful lot of this.
Who made it the circus, though, me or you?
No, there was no circus, Tom. You're forgetting your profile in Michigan State's here. This was a very big national story. Don't lose perspective on where Michigan State was. And yet we were getting an absolute dearth of information from MSU during this, and from you, or from any of the other parties. Okay. It's not going to cease to be discussed. It's not going to cease to become a story.
Can I say this, Lynn? Can I say this? I want everybody here, and then we're gonna have some fun here tonight too. You know, this ain't gonna be a you know, tooth pulling contest here. I text a few people early. You know, I ain't very good at it. You know, I just kind of one finger at a time deal. And I talked to some people early that, you know, I just couldn't go on the record with anything because of what I went through this year and what people that I respect advised me to do. Not these people. These people. And so when I text them, it was in the paper. And it was a story. And then I had other people call me and say, well, you text this person, this person, this person, and not me. Again, I'll ask you in front of everybody, how would you like me to handle that to give you a better opportunity to do that? And we're not going to answer any more questions after this one about this. We can answer anything about, but I would like to debate it with you in my office, whatever day you'd like, because if I can help do your job better, you'll make my life easier. Because your life, you think, has been hell? Lynn?
Let
me tell you something.
No, it has not. It has not been. Don't confuse those terms. We understand, Tom, and I think there was a great deal of sympathy for what you were going through here for 9 days. Believe me, I think that's stated. I think that's on the record, and it's been written by just about all of us, including myself. That was understood. What wasn't easy, and you're going to have to please acknowledge this, is that you had an entire constituency out here, an entire fan base, and a great deal of the nation that was wondering what the heck was going on. Now, absent any information from the principals, I'm sorry, we can't shut things down. We can do our best job of reporting, we can do our best job of analysis, we can do our best job of research, and we can do our best job of trying to be absolutely responsible. I realize on the receiving end that is not an easy place to be on Michigan State side. I understand that.
Well, that was my, don't blame my president. I mean, she's the boss.
No.
Don't blame my AD. I told them how I was going to handle it because of my conversations with people. I told them how I was going to handle it. Now, they could, I mean, they're the boss. I'm not. But I think they respected the fact that they understood I wasn't going to say anything. And I got great friends. I got friends 27 years here that I didn't return their calls either. And a couple that I did, I got stung. And, you know, like I said, the Michigan State people, here's what I'd like to say to all of you. You know, it's like the logo to me. I'd like to say this to all of you. I've proven over 27 years to be the most loyal guy next to Mike Krzyzewski, Jim Boeheim, and I have no interest in touching Paterno. No interest in getting that far. But I'm right there with those other guys, loyal to this university, do anything those alums would ask, open, anything they would. If they can't understand that I have a family, I have life decisions to make, and because of the media now changing, I mean, I took my kid to the grocery store at 9:30 at night and it was reported in the newspaper. I struggle with that.